If you've been watching the AR glasses space for a while, you already know how confusing it's become. Every brand claims they've cracked the code. Every launch promises the future. But when you actually go to buy a pair, you're left wondering which ones are real, which ones are hype, and which ones you'll regret 2 weeks later. So in this video, I'm breaking everything down in the most practical way possible by price. We're restarting from the cheapest AR glasses that actually exist and moving all the way up to the most premium setups that make sense for real people. No theory, no lab talk, just real-world use. And if this saves you from wasting money, hit that subscribe button. It genuinely helps keep these deep dive reviews coming. First, let's clear something up. Below $100, AR glasses are basically a myth. I looked everywhere. Budget brands used marketplaces, knockoffs, and there's nothing under that price that actually delivers a real AR display experience. So the true starting line begins just under $200. At the entry level, one of the most affordable options you can buy right now is the Wearable Air 3S. These glasses are clearly designed to get people into AR without overwhelming them. They're lightweight, simple, and surprisingly capable for the price. You plug them in, the screen turns on, and suddenly you're looking at what feels like a massive floating display. The image isn't cutting edge, but it's sharp enough for movies, YouTube, and casual gaming. Because they use a fixed tinted lens instead of electronic dimming, the background never goes fully dark. But Wearable compensates with strong brightness. For first-time users, this actually makes the transition into AR feel more natural. Now, if you stretch your budget just a little or find a good deal, the Wearable Pro completely changes the conversation. These feel less like budget AR and more like a scaled-down premium experience. The design is cleaner, the display gets dramatically brighter, and the built-in vision adjustment is a game-changer if you normally wear glasses. What really separates Wearable from most competitors is software. When you connect these to a laptop, suddenly you're not just watching content, you're working inside AR. Multiple screens, ultra-wide setups, and a surprisingly stable experience make these feel way more advanced than their price suggests. Moving up into the mid-range, this is where AR glasses start feeling effortless. The Wearable Air 3S Pro is a perfect example of that. These are the kind of glasses you can throw in a bag, pull out anywhere, and instantly have a private cinema or workstation. The fit is more adjustable. The audio is better, and the brightness is strong enough to handle most indoor lighting without issue. But the real magic here is comfort. Even after long sessions, these don't heat up the way most AR glasses do. That alone makes them stand out, especially for travel or long work days. Once you cross into the $300 to $400 range, immersion becomes the focus. The Wearable Max 2 is built for people who want to disappear into content. With its blackout cover attached, the outside world completely vanishes. Movies feel massive. Games feel cinematic. And even though the brightness numbers don't look impressive on paper, the isolation makes everything feel more vivid. Add in the built-in prescription adjustment, and these become one of the easiest glasses to live with day to day. Right around the same price, the Wearable Luma offers a slightly different approach. It's sharper, brighter, and more refined overall. This is where AR starts feeling polished instead of experimental. Text looks cleaner, edges look crisper, and the entire experience feels more finished. If you spend a lot of time reading, browsing, or working in AR, this extra clarity matters more than you might expect. In the premium mid-tier, things get exciting. The Wearable Luma Pro pushes immersion further with a wider field of view, better audio tuning, and electronic dimming that lets you switch between awareness and full isolation instantly. It's the kind of upgrade you feel immediately when you put them on. Meanwhile, the Wearable takes a different route by focusing on spatial freedom. These glasses don't just show you a screen, they let you place it where you want. Resize it, move it, lock it in space. Once you experience that level of control, it's hard to go back. Add the optional camera accessory, and suddenly you're recording from your own perspective, which opens up a whole new category of use. When you step into the $500 and above territory, field of view becomes king. The Wearable Beast is all about scale. The screen feels enormous, almost overwhelming at first. But that's exactly the point. If you want the closest thing to a home theater strapped to your face, this is it. It's heavier, yes, but the trade-off is pure immersion. The XR-EAL1 Pro competes closely here, offering nearly the same screen size with better brightness and a more balanced design, making it easier to wear for longer sessions. Beyond this point, AR stops being just a display and starts becoming a system. Pairing premium glasses with processing accessories unlocks full spatial tracking, standalone apps, and advanced work. The experience shifts from watching content to living inside a digital workspace. Some setups even replace laptops entirely, letting you run multiple virtual monitors, type on a compact keyboard, and work from anywhere without carrying a traditional computer. At the very top end, you'll find solutions that feel experimental in the best way possible. These are for early adopters, creators, and professionals who want to push AR to its limits. The displays may not always be the widest, but the flexibility, software, and standalone capability make them feel like a glimpse into what everyday computing could look like in a few years. So if you're wondering where the real value is, it comes down to how you plan to use AR. Budget buyers should focus on brightness and comfort. Mid-range users should prioritize clarity and software support. Power users should look for field of view, tracking, and system-level features. There is no single best AR glasses only. The best one for how you actually live and work.